morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. It's a very grey day here today, so I'm hoping you'll be able to see my projects clearly, but it's a super quick video and I've only done a couple of projects because I want to save some for next week. Right, so first up is these three embossing ovals that AlinaCraft sent to me. These don't cut out the oval in the middle, which is a shame. So if Alina is watching, if she could make an oval die that would fit this, it would be absolutely awesome, because then you could stamp up whatever it is that you wanted to do or cut them in gold foil and still be able to cut a white piece that was left clean that you could lay on top. Having said that, I do absolutely love them, and I don't know if Alina's going to tell me off because I just love using them with gold foil, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing next week. Because if you cut 3 or 4 of these in gold foil and just butt them up end to end along a slimline card, you have the most fabulous border. So that's how I'm going to use them next week on a card. But somebody did say, what does it look like when you put the ink on and send it through your cutter? So I've done that one. That's what it will look like if you just get your ink pad, you pad it down on whichever one you want to use, turn it over gently onto your cardstock, run it through, and all of the ink will transfer onto the emboss. So that's what happens. And then I cut them in plain white cardstock so that you can see. So you can do them like that. You can do them in embossing ink and then put embossing powder on to make those details a different colour. And I also cut one in red cardstock. Good grief, that's fluorescing, isn't it? So that you can see what they look like in colour. But as I said, if that oval, or if there was an oval die that could be made to cut something different to sit on top of coloured cardstock like that, I think that we'd get a lot more use out of them. So I'm not dissing them, I'm just saying, you know, from my perspective of enjoying using things like this, that's how I would like to be able to use them. Right, so what have I used? I've used the shop front die, and I didn't use the till because I inserted cardstock into all of the windows. So the cash register I didn't use. I've used the lattice kind of lacy heart, and I've also used the swan. Right, so first up is my shop front, and I did it as a sort of like little get well card, and I used the punch that Alina sent me, and I used it on the rounder number 10, and this is awesome. This is just going to stay on my desk because you can get different size of curves on the edge of your cardstock to make it look nice. So there you can see I've put the blue into the door and into the window. I've actually used a couple of Dollar Tree stickers there that are glazed and glittered to make it look more like a flower shop. And look at the cute little door handle and the little letterbox there. And then up there onto the canopy, I've just put take care. So it's like a little get well. And all you've got to do is just score it along and fold it, and it will look like a real canopy for you. So that is my first one, and I'm going to measure that shop fully made up in the position that I've got it, and that is, I would say, 4.5 inches, a little bit over, and then the width of it, allowing little bits of space for your door and whatnot, I'm going to say, let's do that again, 3 3/4. So that's the size of card you're looking at for that to fit on. I was going to put it on a slim line, but it would have meant my door being too far down from the window. So I went with a more sort of like square design instead. All of this cardstock here from Joanne. Right, next up is my tag, and I've used the Jen Hadfield floral card pack and her stickers, which are these here and these down here. And I cut the heart in pink glitter paper from Joanne and put white glitter paper behind. Let's see if we can get a close up. Oh, that's not so bad. And then use the pearlized white cardstock from Joanne, a little bit of black and a little bit of gold there on the swan. And my ribbons are these are from Aliexpress, ridiculously cheap, like 20 cents a roll. I will link those because they have some fabulous bright and pretty colours. But that is my quick and simple tag, and I'm going to measure the little swan. I'll go from the chest area to the ends of the tail and say 2¼ inches, and then from the crown, which is basically as it is on the website, 2 inches, and then that lovely heart, 3¼ by 2¼ just over. But I just think that's really, really cute. And I do apologise, but these tag dies I don't believe are any longer available. They have got a smaller version of them, but for me personally, too small to be able to put anything like this on. So I'm not going to list those. If anybody wants them, I will put the link. But that is what I have for you today. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be up with the rest of all of those dies from the Monday surprise creation haul. So you have an absolutely awesome day. As usual, all links below. Bye.